Welcome to FML.
Today we are going to be working on the E500 wagon. The outer tie rod and upper ball joint are bad and loose on the passenger side. So I got some new parts. Now let's get it changed. And actually it doesn't look like it's going to be that easy of a job. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't turn into the Honda Odyssey, because that would be my luck. Alright, so what I see so far is that we got a bolt right there. You can see it. I hope we don't have to remove the strut, because I don't really want to mess with that. And down here we just have this nut, and it looks like another bolt over there. I feel like there's a nut on the other side of here, and that's underneath the box, so yeah. And then lower ball joint, tie rod in, lower tie rod. Should be pretty easy to come off, since I've already had half of it off to when I replaced the inner tie rod. Alright, so we got our control arm out, and what I ended up having to do was take the bolt off the lower of the strut, disconnect everything from the top of the strut and the bolts, slide it down, and it allowed me to pull the strut out enough to get those bolts slid out. What I am a little disappointed in is that the new arm didn't come with this bracket, so I had to take it from the old one, and they have this like hole that the nut goes into. It's not a very thick nut, so I threw a washer on mine and then put the nut on, because it goes down too deep and you can't get anything on it. So okay, now let's get this back on. Oddly enough, this is going pretty easy, so hopefully the lower ball joint, I did it again, lower did it again, outer tie rod needs to come off, so hopefully that'll be pretty easy. And let's get this buttoned up. Where we're at. We got everything put back together up here. Putting it back on was a lot easier than taking it off, so that's nice. The other thing is make sure you put your lower strut bolt in first before you put that in, because it'll be almost impossible to get that bolt through. So this needs to be loose. So pro tip. So now that we got that done, we're going to work on our outer tie rod. Got it right this time, you guys. So let's start working on that. And there you have it, folks. Outer tie rod replaced. So now we got new inner outer tie rods on both sides, a new control arm on this side. I probably should have just changed the other side while I was at it, but things started getting expensive. I think this was like 80 bucks on FCP Euro, and what I should have done was watch legit street cars, because he's got a wagon, an AMG wagon, and he just redid the whole suspension on it. So I remembered that halfway through this, but it is what it is. Check out his stuff if you want to be entertained more. Discontent, contempt.
second ways. Nothing has changed. Stalled on the floor.
Alright, and on that note, we are all done. If you're paying attention, you notice I didn't torque the lug bolts down. This is going in for alignment right away, and I got new tires to put on it, so it's just going right up the road. They're tight enough. But normally I do torque them down with a torque wrench. So we got everything done, and hopefully we get a few more miles out of this thing. Maybe we can hit 350,000 before the motor blows up or something crazy. Who knows? Alright guys, thanks for watching, and remember to keep making financial mistakes.